What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into ASAP in the morning. Guys, for some reason, I couldn't find our morning video. For some reason, I don't know where it is.
I saw the blooper with the unscripted. I was like,
oh, here we go. It's, you know what? It was on the top, but now it's all the way on the bottom with all the new videos that we had added and the intros and stuff. It's all the way on the bottom. Here we go.
It's all right.
Sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports all plays.
There it is, and now I feel better to do my actual introduction. Thank you for tuning in to ASAP in the morning, Thursday's edition without Jay McLovin. What a best way to start this off. With me is my two guys, my boy Ron. What's going on, Ron?
Hey, what it do?
And with us is our boy Rob 2 Cents, Rob Scott. What's up, Rob?
What's going on, man? What a great day. It's a little gloomy here in Chicago, but it's still a great day. A new episode of Rob's 2 Cents is out, available now. Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, everywhere. Go check me out.
Yeah, check out Rob 2 Cents. One of the best shows out there on ASAP. Can't catch anyone better besides us on Unscripted. But yeah, Rob's up there. Let's start it off, boys. So the Celtics have finally, for some reason, taken the lead in the series since sweeping the Brooklyn Nets. They won last night 93-80, 13-point victory over the Miami Heat in Miami. Game 6 going down tomorrow night. This one's going to be in Boston. But before we get to that for tomorrow's game, I want to get you guys' thought on how you guys think Miami have played, or if they could have played a little bit better, made it more into a competition. Ron, what do you feel about Miami?
Oh boy. So I guess we already been talking about Miami a little bit behind the scenes. Clown show, right, fellas? An inconsistent clown show. And throughout this past season, they had some clownish moments because they weren't all together, despite having an incredible season as a 1 seed. But I like what you said earlier, Rob. They kind of just, Miami catches you off guard. You're going down to the beach, you're in a relaxed mood. And Miami has that, y'all ain't really ready because y'all been enjoying the day too much. And then on top of that, they're tough. But they bring it, and then they fall off every time. I'm thinking about this past series with the Sixers. They jumped on the Sixers while they was down, and then they let the Sixers win 2 games in Philly. And unfortunately, we thought the Sixers were going to get back into it. But no, they finished that one. But same thing here with Boston. They were up. They had control of this series, and they just fell off for 2 games straight, back-to-back games. The last game in Boston was egregious, and I couldn't even watch it last night. It's like, oh, y'all really down by 20-something? Okay. Way to go.
At least the starting lineup played a little bit better in this game compared to last game, where the starting lineup had a total of 18 points in the entire game, just 18 points.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you couldn't get worse.
I mean, they got a little bit better. Bam shot for a total of 18 points, which was the team's total in the last game. And Jimmy Butler improved himself a little bit, not too much, but a little bit by getting from 6 points to 13 points.
Oh, wow. Superstar Jim to the rescue.
What I need to know is how Strus did, because last game we know how horrible he was the previous game. Did he have?
Matter of fact, speaking of Strus,
I believe he's
y'all.
He's over 16 in 2 games.
Strus went for 4 points, all from the free throw. 0 for 7 from 3, 0 for 9 from the field. Let's give him a round of applause.
Wow.
You mean to tell me this man missed every shot again?
I'm gonna tell you, he missed every shot. Every 3, couldn't make nothing but the free.
Woo. Mr. Undrafted?
Look, that's how, undrafted.
Mr. Undrafted?
And this is the person where everybody's like, oh, well, we picked up 2 undrafted free agents. We're going to come turn around. Ha! What a joke of a team, like I've been saying since day one. Like I have been saying since day one, Miami is hot garbage.
I'm just going to tell you, they're just synonymous, as Ron already pointed to inconsistent. It is bad. It's like every time you get ready to crown Jimmy Butler a superstar in this league, he just shows you why he's not. As Ron alluded to, we were talking backstage, and it's like, man, you be getting ready to say, man, you know what? Has Jimmy been disrespected for so long? And then you be like, yeah, but it's warranted. The disrespect is needed because you can't give me a 39-point triple-double, a 45-point game, and then come out and give me 6 points and then give me 13 points, and I'm supposed to crown you a superstar.
Yeah, it's horrible. Jimmy, they used to call him Jimmy Buckets.
They call him Jimmy who? Yeah.
They call him Jimmy Crates. Let's also give a round of applause to Kyle Lowry. Let's do it, because I remember people were trolling me when I said Kyle Lowry's not that dude. He's not that dude, right? They're like, oh, he won a championship. Why did he win a championship, Rob? Because they had Kawhi Leonard on their team. That's why. Kawhi Leonard was on their team, and then he's the reason why the Toronto Raptors beat the Golden State Warriors. Plus, the Golden State at that time, when they lost Klay Thompson with Achilles injury, that's what started the down.
And lost and didn't really have KD.
Yeah, so
I know you ain't gonna mention that, but
yeah, I'm not gonna mention that because it really don't matter to me.
But trust me, if KD and Klay was healthy, Toronto wouldn't have won nothing.
But let's give a round of applause to Kyle Lowry, because those Miami Heat fans, they love Kyle Lowry so much. Gave him 25 minutes and nothing but cardio, guys. 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 5 from the 3. Didn't even get to the free throw line. 1 rebound, 3 turnovers, and 0 points. Oh my God, what an amazing Heat team. Wow. Down to this, guys.
Somebody need to put that on a t-shirt. Gave you nothing but cardio. I love it, Frankie.
I mean, it's embarrassing. Like, you're in the playoffs. You're Kyle Lowry. You're a former NBA champion. You have a ring on your finger for a reason. Miami brought you here for a reason, not to make no shots for 25 minutes. I mean, they didn't bring you in just to get you skinny. Like, that's not what we're doing. It's insane to me. But then again, I love it. Victor Oladipo, another one. Let's get a round of applause to everybody in Miami right now. Like, this is insane.
Oh, my God.
I mean, Victor Oladipo had an amazing game 4, literally lead Miami in points. And then last night he shows up 1 for 7 from the field, 0 for 3 from the 3-point. You got 1 for 2 from the free throw, and a total of 3 points, guys. Oh.
Wow.
What a beautiful.
You know what? I see why that Miami Heat crowd comes into the arena late. It's like, while we're here, let's catch a Heat game. The arena got everything from barbershops to clubs inside. It's amazing anybody actually goes to sit down and watch the game.
You know what's
Miami
even more fantastic?
ain't been relevant since LeBron.
You know what even is more fantastic is that from the 3-point as a team, they shot a total of 45 threes and only made 7. They ended with a 15.6%. Oh, this is insane. This puts butterflies in my stomach. That's how happy I am. Like, I can float right now because I'm so happy at Miami being trash because my theory is coming out true.
Are we sure? Like, this is horrific. Tyler Hero. I don't know. This is
Ryan, your mic going out.
really.
But you know what? It's just amazing to me that, you know, I'm really shocked that this team was number 1 in the Eastern Conference. I'm really shocked. I'm almost looking at everybody in the East now, like, really? You know, I have to go reevaluate Miami's conference, but I know they play in the same conference as Orlando. So when you get to play these teams 4 times in a row, I guess that gets to inflate your record. But the Miami Heat, man, to not show up like this, I knew to not make the mistake again of choosing the Heat to win any more games in this series. I said it. Boston is 6. We getting prepared for the elimination game on Friday. It's over with for Miami.
I mean, I'm hoping. I hope there's not a game 7. I really hope Boston does end in on Friday because if there end up to be a game 7 and the Warriors beat the Mavericks tonight, which I'm praying and hoping for. I was hoping for a sweep. I was getting calls left and right from people in Golden State like, "Hey, yo, let your people know. You know, we already got in contact with the janitors in Dallas, and you know they already got the brooms ready for the confetti we're about to shoot out over here in Dallas. There's gonna be some Golden State colors." And I'm like, "All right, I'll let them know." And they let me down, man. They let me down. But I'm hoping they can do it tonight, and the Celtics can knock them out on Friday. Because if the Celtics don't knock them out, and you give the Golden State Warriors literally like a week or half a week of rest, they're gonna come in really healthy and ready to go come championship time.
Oh yeah, I don't see the
Damian
series going to
Hernandez
7 games.
Heat and Mavs in 7. What a Oh, here we go.
Oh Lord.
Con man, what's going on, Con man?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing this morning?
We're doing
all right. How you feeling, brother?
We're doing fantastic.
I don't want to put a downer on the show because I love y'all, but last night happened to go, and matter of fact, this morning as well. A young man, about 28 years old, got a gun and shot himself right in front of his mother in the kitchen. I had to go to wake last night.
Oh, wow.
I had to go to the funeral this morning. That's why I'm a little bit late today. So I'm a little bit somber, but you know, I'm kind of like leaning on y'all right now. So I'm gonna try to do the best I can. But if you don't see me being the normal calm man, you can understand why.
Sorry to hear that.
Man,
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, our condolences with that family.
But Con man, since you came in, I do have to make you smile a little bit at least. And
Can you?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to.
I don't know.
I'm definitely going to. I'm gonna make you smile by.
I don't know. You gonna tell them that Boston won?
Yeah, I am.
You know,
gonna
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
Well, I was gonna pick on some of the Boston players that that you had a different mindset for, like your boy Struss, who only came out for 4 points and didn't make not 1 point on the court. He went 0 for 7 on the 3 and 0 for 9 from the field. That's not what you're expecting from an undrafted free agent.
Not at all. Not at all. Hey, him and Lowry, they shot what? 0 for 19, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Because Lowry also went 0 points, 0 for 5 from the 3, and 0 for 6 from the field. So a lot of misses there on Miami's side.
Yeah, they ain't going to man. I think it's a wrap. I think it's a wrap.
Mike Hughes chiming in. What's going on, Mike? Bring your pretty
my
face
dog.
up
That's
over
my
here,
boy
man.
right there. Now I feel better.
So, Con, your thoughts on the Heat? We've kind of shared ours. What's their problem? They're ridiculous.
It's very simple, fellas. They have no inside presence. Bam,
Ooh.
on, off. They have no inside presence. And with the fact that Hero's out, they need another scorer. Lowry is not the Lowry that we know, the experienced veteran. Who?
I think
I'm just saying that
Ron's cutting in and out. I think he said Victor Oladipo.
Oh, well, I mean, he can play. I mean, he was a former All-Star coming off a tremendous injury. I think he can help, but Miami Heat has no inside presence. Think about it. They have nobody. Bam is not a volume scorer. Bam is like a 15, maybe 20-point scorer a game. That's about it. Lowry is not Lowry that we know. You know, he was a killer. Lowry was a killer back in the day. He's hurt. Jimmy Butler went 4 for 18. Then they need more offensive weapons. How are you going to depend on an undrafted player like Strauss, whatever his name is, to perform at the level where he can be more productive in NBA playoffs? You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, I think Miami needs another big-time scorer to take the heat off of Jimmy Butler, as well as, and then Hero's not playing as well. So,
I'm glad you brought that up, because you're talking about shooters and stuff. They didn't have Hero for the last 2 games, and Hero is the 6th man of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think with Hero in the lineup, they'll put Adebayo to be back into the paint and inside and keep him away from as being a big shooter?
You know what happens though? If you notice, when Rob Williams plays, or what the Time Lord, whatever they call him, when he plays, Bam don't play well. For some, I don't know. I think Time Lord has his number. You know,
Robert Williams is a great presence in the post.
It brings everybody out. I think it opens up the floor. And without Hero right now, man, I mean, Tucker, great player, hot soul. He has a dog in him, but he ain't going to get, 20, 25 points a game. So who is the offense going to come from? Butler right now is hurt. Lowry's hurt. Who is the offense going to come from? I don't see it.
Boston had a really good night. Their lead scorer, Jaylen Brown, with 25 points. Shot for 10 for 19 from the field.
Also with a monster dunk on Adebayo.
Yes.
Oh, you see that? Oh, that was nice.
Yes. I'm going to have to buy a lot of posters. There's a lot of posters I'm going to have to look at, like the Andrew Wiggins over Luka.
There's quite a few right now.
I need that Andrew Wiggins over Luka.
I need that on the shirt.
Now I'm laughing. Y'all got me laughing now. I thank y'all for that. I need a little laugh right now.
So Boston didn't even, with what I'm looking at, they didn't even look at their bench. When they did, they only brought in White, the backup point guard, DeMarcus Smart, and Williams, the backup power forward. Those are the only 2 from the bench that basically got a lot of times. Didn't shoot that much. I mean, you got White with 14 points and Williams with 5, which is expected from bench players. But what I'm looking at, excuse me, everybody else on the bench played about 2 minutes, 6 minutes, 2 minutes, that's it. This entire game went to the starters. Do you think with all these minutes, Jason Tatum playing 44 minutes, playing 39, Robert Williams 27, Marcus Smart 24, Jaylen Brown 40, it's going to tire them out just a little bit for Game 6, and to where Miami might have some type of advantage?
Can I answer that real quick?
Go ahead.
Absolutely not. There's on the team right now, even though I don't like them, as you all know, they have only one player over the age of 30. This is their time. This is their window. Right now, the time is not going to affect Brown or Tatum or Smart or Pritchard or all the other role players on the team. Absolutely not. This is their time. Who knows when they're going to be able to be at this level again. So I'm saying, something, they can handle it.
Wow, comment.
I'm taking this clip for a second because Conman said it's going to be Warriors versus Celtics in the finals, and he's going to pick the Warriors to win it.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
I'm taking this clip because you just said that this is the Celtics' time. I'm going to use this for when the Celtics win the championship. I'm going to come back to Conman and say, hey, you said it yourself. It's their time.
It is. It is. Am I going in and out?
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
Ron.
Okay. Conman, as you was going on that brilliant soliloquy, I got sick to my stomach because I'm just like, wow, what a hell of a run by the Celtics. They destroyed the Nets, embarrassed them boys. They slew the king, Greek Freak, and made Miami look like they need to go back to college ball. Strus, oh my gosh. And I'm going to have to join you. I don't see how they're going to beat the Warriors. They're beating everybody. They ended the season as the best team. We all had to digest that. They put it together. Oh, Patrick Williams, Star-Lord, is just incredible as their centerpiece in the paint.
Round of applause.
Hey, you know something, fam? I hear what you're saying, but check this out. They played a Milwaukee team that didn't have their second best player. They're playing a Miami team who is hurt.
No.
They have three of their top players who are hurt. So I'm not going to give this to the Boston right now.
Were we not ready to give Giannis the throne, the crown?
Yeah, but he can't do it all, bro. He needs
help.
help.
He still got the crown, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, he needs help. He can't. There's no one man that's ever won an NBA championship by himself.
He's still the best player in the league to me.
Yes, he is. But he ain't never. You need help. Michael Jordan needed Pippen. Isaiah needed the whole Piston, Lambeer, and all them crazy.
Yeah, he needed Joe Dumas. He needed everybody.
Hey, and that's Isaiah's my idol. You know what I mean? You look at teams; they always need somebody. It's gonna. Magic had. Look who he had. You know what I'm saying? You look at who he had. So you can't do it by yourself. I don't care how good you are. Giannis is the man, but he needed some help. And you know what it comes down to, as I said before, the game is about chess and checkers. And how you play the game is how you handle adversity and how you handle adjustments. And Milwaukee couldn't really do too much because they lost one of their best scorers who might have made a difference. Miami, come on, man. They're hurt, man. They're hurt. Come on. Butler, man, he can't even, he has no lift. He has nothing going on. Lowry, I don't think he can play at the boys club right now. So, I mean, I feel that Boston's more healthy right now. And they're more deeper bench.
You make it sound like Boston had a cakewalk.
It's not a cakewalk, but what I'm saying is if Miami was healthy, I think it'd be a better series. Because right now, the NBA, on the Eastern side, matter of fact, on both sides, the NBA is like the playoffs, you would figure they would be a lot more intense. There'd be a lot more closer games. But it seems like every game is a goddamn blowout. I don't understand. I really don't. I know Miami's hurt. I feel bad for them. They got a good culture. They got a good team. But they have no offensive weapons. And Boston, think about it. If Jimmy Butler is not having a good game, they're done. If Tatum or Brown have a bad game, one or the other, they can recuperate. And they got other people coming off the bench and they got scorers. And they play so great defense. Miami's in a tough spot right now. That's what I say. But they ain't beating the Warriors. Hell to the no.
I don't know. It looks pretty. It looks like a pretty even matchup between the Celtics and Warriors.
I will say this though, and to what Conman said, I will have to disagree. I think the minutes logged might not hurt Brown or Tatum, but past is like might not hurt Brown or Tatum, but I think it's gonna hurt Marcus Smart. As Marcus Smart has been hurt throughout the series, I don't think he needs to be logging as many minutes as he has been. And I think Marcus Smart is one of the most important pieces on this team. So I just think with all these minutes logged and the fact that the Celtics they seem to go on these scoring droughts, that's my reason that I have the Warriors pick against them in the next series.
I
That's
got the
just me.
Warriors because they have the experience. They done been there. They done that. You know, I mean, I think Klay Thompson's going to get better as the playoffs move forward. I mean, he's getting his shooting skill back. He's not the same Klay Thompson, but I think, you know, he's doing. Hey, and check it. Golden State has two 19-year-old kids coming out doing the damn thing. Two 19-year-old kids. Think about it.
I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup between the Warriors and Celtics. You know, like Conman said, and like Rob said, you got the Warriors who've been here before. They've been to the big dance. They've won it multiple times, and they've done it in great fashion. You know,
Yes.
2 against LeBron, and 1 against God. Who did they beat? They lost to the Raptors.
They beat Cleveland. They beat
They beat Cleveland twice, right?
yeah, they beat Cleveland twice.
Yeah.
They lost to the Raptors. I don't know who else they won to. I don't know. I'm not a Warriors fan. That should be Rob. It just shows that Rob's not truly a Warriors guy. Nah, but it'll be an interesting matchup on both sides. But like Conman said, not Tatum. Klay Thompson has not looked the same from before. So I think that'll be a little bit of an advantage right there to the Celtics part. And I think the Celtics are more hungrier. They look more hungry for this title. They've been facing tougher teams. They beat the defending champions with Giannis, so like that puts something on their shoulders. If they can beat the defending champions, then they can match up with Golden State. But I just think they're more hungrier for the championship. I'm not gonna say Golden State's not hungry, because every team is hungry for a championship. Every team. It just comes out. You just got to come out and show it. And I just think the Boston Celtics are more ready for this, and they need it. It's been a while since we've seen the Boston Celtics hold a championship.
I don't know if that's something we need.
No, that's not something we need, Ron. That's not something we need. What we need is either the Lakers or the 76ers or whatever. I don't even know what Conman's team is. All I know is he's always the one against Boston.
Damn right.
Or Rob, you know, we need the Bulls. We need something else. We don't need the Golden State Warriors to hold that title up anymore, or the Celtics to hold up another one. They already had 17 of them. Even
Right.
though we had 17 of them too.
This is really going to be another staple to segment the Celtics' legacy. It's just
No.
incredible run after incredible run after incredible.
No.
I'll be real with you. I'm a Laker fan. I do not want the Celtics to win the championship. I want them to go to the finals, and that's why I'm going to start going against the Celtics, okay? Because I'm a Western guy. At the championship, I always go for the West, always, no matter who's in it. I always root for the West. But I just want them to go in it, because when the Celtics go into the finals and they end up losing it, what better way to approach pride than with the loss in the championships?
I love that. I would love that. I can't wait to get that pride. I can't wait to get him. Oh, he's all done. It's a wrap.
Celtics not winning it. Are the Warriors? Wait, what? Nor are the Warriors. It's going to be the Heat or the Mavs winning it all. All right, I'm already done with Damian, and I'm not going
Yeah. That's kind of weak.
He's on another level.
Oh my gosh, that's such a stretch. That's a wild statement. Like, you really got some cojones to come and be able to say that. Like, what are you talking about? It would be incredible. I think the Mavs at least get it to 6 games. I think they win Game 5, and the Warriors are going to wake up and finish them off. Right?
Well, let's talk about that game, because that game is happening tonight at 9 p.m. on TNT. Golden State at home with a 3-1 series lead. They should have swept it last night or the night before, but I don't know what happened. I just think Golden State didn't put that much effort into it. Sometimes when you got a comfortable lead like that and you're not playing it at home, I sometimes look at it as like that team just wants to bring that series back home and win it in front of their fan base. Like Golden State, no, they could have swept them. They could have beat them easily.
Right, and we can't forget that was the same night as the Texas shooting.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe Golden State's mind wasn't fully in the game, and they just thought, let's just take it back home. Where like Ron said, the Texas shooting, which we are here ASAP. Truly pray for all those families out there in Texas.
Absolutely, man. Oh, wow.
But it's going to be in Golden State, and I do think Golden State's going to take it tonight and end it at home in front of their fan base, like they probably wanted it to. But I want to get your guys' thoughts. Do you guys think Dallas has a chance?
I'll speak. You know me, the comment. You know me. I get a big mouth. I think Dallas has a chance. A fighter's chance, but again, Dallas has no inside presence as well. Powell, he's been terrible. He getting paid all that money. He's terrible. Cleaver is more of a perimeter shooter, and they're counting on too much on Brunson and Luka. I see the Warriors got so much, again, depth. They got young, they got experience, they got perimeter shooting, they got a great coach. I think they got a better coach. I think that the Warriors, man, they're going to be a team to contend with. And the fact is, what they went through the last 2 years when Clay got hurt, the Warriors were terrible. But they're back. They are, and Wiseman's still not back yet. The Warriors, man, they got enough to sustain that team for at least 3, 4, 5 years, for real.
Wow.
He said, "Wow."
Am I right?
Frankie, once he said they got everything, it really just hit me. They have everything.
Oh, damn.
They got the Hall of Fame veterans. They got the young core. They got the perfect middleman to transition between the two generations and Andrew Wiggins. They got their draft picks. They're like the New England Patriots of basketball.
I'm gonna tell you one more thing, fellas, if I can. You got Steph, max. You got Clay's max. You got Green making his money. But the rest of the crew, they're on rookie contracts. Their salary cap is minimum. If they can keep that unit together, watch out. Just like the Celtics. They got Brown, who's going to end up being a max player. You got Tatum's going to be a max player. Smart only making $12 million a year. And the rest of their core, they're making sharp money. See, that's the key. When you can develop a team and keep your salary cap at a lower level and can sustain that, it is unbelievable. That's why the Celtics are going to be really good. That's why the Warriors are going to be really good. The key is to sustain your team. Now, you got to remember, Celtics have a new coach, right? They all had to adjust to a new coach. Next year will be year number 2. They're going to keep everybody in sync. The only one you might have to worry about is Horford. And right now, he's making sharp money. Other than that, you got to pay Brown. You got to pay Tatum. Marcus Smart is getting paid way lower than what he probably should. He's only getting $12 million a year. So they're going to be able to sustain their salary cap to keep everybody along with that team. So those two teams right now have proven to me that they know what the hell they're doing.
This is actually a close matchup. They predicted the Golden State Warriors to win this by 7 points. That's really close. Warriors have a 60. Warriors got a 63% chance over Dallas 37%. What does the Dallas Mavericks need to do to try and secure a win tonight in Golden State and bring this back to Dallas?
Again, you know me being a car man, I got a big mouth. So what I'm saying is Dallas, what they did was they made adjustments from games 1 and 2 to 3. What they did was prior the first 2 games, what they did was they tried to do pick and pop and pick and roll with Luka. Then they decide, well, hey, that ain't working. So what we're going to do is going to isolate Luka. And that worked. And that's working right now. But again, as I was telling y'all at the beginning, y'all might think I was crazy. It's a game of chess and checkers. It's who's going to make the proper adjustments to go against what's hurting them. And right now, I think Kerr is going to make the adjustments to counteract Luka. I mean, Luka's going to do his damn thing. My boy Brunson, who I told y'all way back, he's a man. But Bullock, you don't know what you're going to get out of him. Dinwiddie, I don't know. He's consistent enough. Do you know what I mean? The Warriors, man, they got so many things to fall back on. And that's the key. Again, it's the best. And then they come in with the young fellas when things ain't going right.
Right.
So the Warriors, what can Dallas do? They put so much pressure on Luka to do what he does and Brunson to do what he does. So I think you know what you're going to get out of them two. The other ones, you never know. I don't think Bullock's going to play as well as he did the other night. I don't know if Dinwiddie's going to play as well as he did the other night. It's going to be tough. But
it's always an up and down with Dallas, man. It's always an up and down.
There's no consistency.
And I think Mark Cuban needs to change something with the Dallas Mavericks. I think it's time that you trying to build something around Luka. It's obviously not working. You got rid of Porzingis. You thought something was going to happen. It's still not happening. I mean, yes, he got you to the Western Conference Finals, but look at Luka. He's struggling. Like he's looking like Jokic did with Denver, and it sucks. Luka needs help. He needs better players, and he needs rim protectors. That's what he definitely needs.
I mean, what are you getting from Powell? He got 0 points. What are you getting from Powell? Kleber is more of a perimeter shooter. You got no inside presence whatsoever, and you know damn well that the Warriors are going to take advantage of that. They already know. You know what I mean? They're putting too much pressure on Luka. The kid's only 23. To put that much pressure on him, as I told you, most championship teams, matter of fact, damn near all championships have a Batman, another Robin. Dallas don't have a Robin. I mean, Brunson's kind of getting there, but they don't have a Robin. They got a Batman. They got a hell of a Batman, but they ain't got a Robin.
They got a bunch of Catwomans. I know that.
I like that. Yeah.
So tonight, who do you think? I think Warriors are going to end it tonight at home. There's no doubt about it. I don't think the Warriors are going to let another game slip through their fingers. Like I said, I feel like they just wanted to bring this back home where it's safe for their fans and live at home for their fans. Do you agree, or do you think that Dallas has a chance at forcing a Game 6 and bringing it back to Dallas?
You know, Dallas. I mean, they got so much heart. They're gonna give a over 100% effort. I just don't think when it comes down to crunch time, you got too many dogs. The Warriors got too many dogs, man. I mean, they know who to focus on Dallas. Who you focus on the Warriors? Okay, you want to focus on Steph? Go ahead. You want to focus on Clay? Go ahead. You want to focus on? Go ahead. And then you got Poole. Then you got Kuminga. I mean, I
wouldn't even focus on Clay, honestly. And I don't care if Golden State fans hear me and get upset about this because I've been saying it for a long time. Klay Thompson right now in this playoff series is looking like Russell Westbrook. That's right. I said it. I said what I said, and I mean it. Klay Thompson is playing like Russell Westbrook.
Let me get this.
And you know what else, Frankie, is in this series, Jordan
But he
Poole,
got upset he left.
Jordan Poole can't be played in this series because he can't. He's getting cooked defensively every time. So he's a factor that the Mavs don't have to worry about. So let's not. I wish Conman was still here. It's not that many options on the Warriors because Clay is not being Clay. Poole's ineffective. Unless Andrew Wiggins has another Andrew Wiggins game, it should be a close game.
I like the Warriors do have a 7-point prediction to win by. I'm gonna stick with that. If not, it's probably gonna be like a 10-point lead.
Would you say it was 7?
Yeah, they predicted 7 points for Warriors to win it by. So that's pretty close. That's a little ballsy for Vegas to predict 7 points. He's back.
But if we're talking betting, most of these series period, the games have been decided by 10 or more points. I think it's like 21 games or 22, something like that. So it's not likely to be close. I thanks to the 3-point shot. Did that ruin the game of basketball? I don't know.
Question. That's a great question. I think it has. I think it has not so much for the NBA, but for the youth of today. I think because kids, instead of learning how to shoot a 2-pointer, they're focusing on the 3-pointer. So has it much of effect in the NBA? I mean, that's the way the NBA is going. The G League is going the same way as well. You know, I talked to my boy who's the head coach, was the head coach of DePaul, and he explained to me and expressed to me too. A lot of teams, man, they're going to that 3-point shot. But if you're not effective, it's going to hurt you. You can either win by the 3 or you lose by the 3. The thing how it's going to affect, it's not going to affect the NBA as much, but it's going to affect our youth because the youth are not going to learn the basic fundamentals. They all want to come and shoot the 3-point shot. They think it's all that, but you know how much work it goes into be able to shoot the 3-point shot. So I'm sorry, I don't like it that much because I'm old school, man. We didn't have a 3-point line when I played, so but I mean, it can be effective, but a lot of teams can't really shoot efficiently.
They only had 2 lines back in the day.
I knew it.
Hey, I'm older than all y'all, man. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about because when I was growing up, I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and in our schools, the gymnasiums and stuff like that, they had the 2 lines where you could go to the free throw and then just that like 1 line right next to the free or whatever. They didn't have the 3-point line.
And you know something too, guys? I'm a referee, right? I've been refereeing for like 30 years. I done did high school, collegiate level. I never made it to the NBA level. I wasn't that good. But I done did my time.
Oh, you're that good. They're just not ready for you.
Probably not, because I'm out of my mind. But I mean, I still referee a lot, and I see a lot of things. And do you know something? I'm learning, as a player, because I wasn't gifted. I didn't have the great vertical. I didn't have the quickness. I didn't have the leaping skill. I didn't have a lot of stuff. I did it through hard work. And I learned that you got to play smarter when you're at my level, because I wasn't that good. But I ended up having a great college career. I ended up playing, in Europe, where I tried out for Europe. But what I noticed being a referee now, seeing the different side of the game, I noticed that a lot of players don't even know the basic fundamentals at all. And I'm refereeing, and I want to say something, but I'm refereeing, so I can't. I gotta be, objective. Players don't even know the George Mikan. I bet you all don't even know what the George Mikan thing is. Do y'all know about George Mikan rule?
Nope.
See, there you go. See, I'm old school. The George Mikan rule, or the George Mikan app, or the George Mikan drill is basically what you do is you get underneath the basket. You take it, a right-hand hook, retrieve the ball, and then do a left-hand hook, and you proceed to keep doing it so you get proficient at your right hand as well as your left hand. Then once you progress, you go out further. That's how you learn the game. You go through the basics. Like, I'm going to tell you something. The best thing a player can do when they're playing, and y'all going to laugh, I don't care because I know, is you go what they call horse. You have them play horse. When I mean, now, hold up, I'm going to let you know. When you do horse, if you go around each spot on the court, on the following circle, from the beginning to the end, and go back, that improves your backboard shot, it improves your perimeter shot, it promotes your shot game, your mid-range game. Then you can go and do the 3-point shot. And as a referee right now, I referee so many damn games, I'm all over the place. And I see that these kids they don't even know what a pick and roll is or pick and pop. They have no idea. And that's, to me, because I'm still in the game, I'm still refereeing. Matter of fact, we start our season again in about another 2 weeks. And I referee over 1,000 kids every summer. I done do the open division. I done been in Rucker League. I've been Dyckman Park in New York. We have our own big time shootout. July 3rd weekend, y'all welcome to come down. And it's off the hook. $10,000 money tournament. So I've been there. I've done that. I know what I'm talking about. I broadcasted college games. I know what I'm talking about. But to answer your question, I don't want to keep rambling on, but I'm just saying,
No, go ahead.
No, the 3-point shot, I'm good with that, but I have issues, with that. And people say, what the hell does he know? Let me tell y'all, look me up. You'll see what I'm talking about. I done played against Dr. J. I done played against Nate Archibald. And I'm going to tell you something real quick. I keep thinking, and y'all keep being about, the Carman as a historian. And I kept promoting myself as a historian. But know something? I ain't no damn historian. I'm going to tell you why. About, I'm going to say maybe 6 months ago, I interview a lot of stars, and I interview a lot of celebrities. And I was doing a big thing on the Big East when it was the Big East. And I spoke with Mike Jarvis. I spoke with Tony Broom, player Syracuse. You guys are too young to know that. But anyway, what I did do was I was able to contact Sam Jones, who was a 10-time champion of the Boston Celtics. And they told me, Mike, he can come on your show, but he only going to give you 15 minutes. I said, 15 minutes, I'll take it. That man was on, and I can send it to y'all right now. My man was on my show for 1 hour and 45 minutes. He done told me about Bill Russell when he won a championship with the Celtics. That's why I don't like Boston. Comes home and finds his house on fire with his daughter in the house. So, how they can win a championship, but can't go eat with the teammates, the white teammates. Can't go to the hotel. They have to stay in different rooms. Had to drink out of a different water fountain. So that's why I consider myself a historian, because I go back to what the older people had to sacrifice for the newer people who are making $40 million a year. So I have a problem with that, So when you guys talk about the Celtics, do you know, besides Red Auerbach, I got to tell you the Red Auerbach story, maybe another time. Red Auerbach was the man as far as bringing racial justice to the NBA. People don't even know. And I got to meet the man. I sat down with him for 5 days at Red Auerbach's camp in Millbrook, Massachusetts, where we stood in the log cabins. And I sat down with my man, and my man Red Auerbach was phenomenal. So I don't want to keep going back because I'm old school and all that, but I know so much. I've been privileged to have so many friends. My best friend was an NBA referee, so I got the NBA, the referee side. One of my other best friends was a head coach of DePaul. He's working with the NIL right now. He's working for Kevin Ollie, who played at UConn. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he's working for him right now with the NIL. And, they're bringing up kids in the AAU level and trying to prepare them to go on to play in either the G League or the NBA or whatever. And these players are making over $100,000. These young kids who come from the hood, and they're trying to, make a way for their family. So I come from a different level, fellas. I'm different. I've been blessed to have all the opportunities that what kid gets to play against 2 Hall of Famers? Ain't nobody. Think about it. But anyway, so I've been blessed. I'm not trying to blow my own horn, but I want to keep the old school memory alive. And I'm glad you guys gave me the platform to say what I'm saying right now. I probably didn't talk too much, but we can. Oh, I got more stories. You guys have no idea. But go ahead. I'm sorry, fellas.
No, you're good. You're good. There's nothing to be sorry about, bro. So, Ron, real quickly, who you got tonight? Warriors. Oh, Ron's not here.
He left. Maybe I bored him. I might have bored everybody.
He's at work.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's walking around.
Well, hey, Frank, I'm glad to be on with y'all, man. I'm glad to be on the ASAP network, man. Y'all great. Everybody I've dealt with has been tremendous. I don't like Freddie too much. Everybody's great.
Nobody likes the boss.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but again, thank you for having me on the show. Thank you for letting me go on my rant. Life's too short, and I like to get my stories out. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to do that on other platforms. And Freddie has allowed me to do that on the ASAP network as well. And I'm just honored to be able to say what I can say. And I hope that I can I give some knowledge, some old-fashioned knowledge about the game, and I see the game differently. I see what former players went through. You know, the key, I don't want to bore you again, but the key is there's so many former ball players who are homeless. You don't even notice. So many ball players who are homeless, who can't pay their bills. I'm not talking about 5, 10 years. I'm talking about the ones that played in the 60s and 70s. And nothing was done for them until Chris Paul, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and them other guys, they all got together with the Collective Bargaining Association, and they ended up making a point where these old guys who paved the way for all these young guys making all this money to be able to support their families, support their homes, and things of that nature. So even though I'm a basketball fanatic, Frankie, I go back to the old guys, man, and what they did, and every sport, not just every sport, and what they sacrificed for the people right now who are making $40 million in game management and time management. And I play if I want to play, you know, max contract. I come from a different level. I'm sorry. But getting back to the Celtics, again, I don't like them. I get heat. I'm 20 minutes from TD Garden. So, you know, I'm getting heat. There's a lot of people here who love the Celtics, so I get heat. But that's okay. But I know what I know. And talking with Sam Jones makes me even more. I mean, you can't, I know you probably, oh, Mike, that was back then. Times have changed. Things are different now. I understand that. I understand it 100%. Do you know why Bill Russell didn't come back to Boston after 20 years? There's a reason. The only reason why he came back because they put a statue of Bill Russell. I got stories, man. Not on this show because it's your show. I'm going to write a book. I think I should write a book or do something because I know I'm blessed, man. I know too much. But again, I think it's just me and you, Frankie, huh? So we're talking about tonight. I think it's just me and you because they probably got bored of me. Again,
everybody's at work.
Yeah. Again, Frankie, I'm glad you invited me on. I love what you're doing and the EA7 network. But again, tonight is. I mean, Luka's going to come out. I mean, their backs against the wall. They're going to come out. They're going to come out ferocious. I think they're going to give their 100% best. But I don't know if it's enough. Again, unless Powell, I think is a key. He got to do. They need some rim. They need some inside help. You know, they're relying too much on the perimeter. I mean, Brunson does penetrate. He does his thing. Then when he gonna come? Hey, see, that's what's tough in the NBA, Frankie. When you got 2 or 3 players that are so ball oriented and they're not going well, everything else hurts. So I think that Dallas is in a dire situation right now. I think the Warriors going to be, hey, they want to end so they can get some rest. I think they want to end it. They want to end it now. And I think that's what they're going to do. I would like Dallas to win. I like it to be more competitive. But right now, these players, Frankie, have not really been that competitive. Any of them have not been that competitive. We all know. Most of us thought Phoenix was going to do well. And then we know what happened to them. And, we thought Milwaukee was going to do well, but again, they lost Middleton. We thought Miami was going to do well, but look, they're hurt as hell. They're starting 2 undrafted guys in the backcourt. What do you think is going to happen? You know what I mean? Experience plays a big factor. That's why I'm going with the Warriors. Although, even though I don't like the Celtics, I think they have a deep bench. They got a great coach. They're playing extremely aggressive defensively. And I think Marcus Smart is the dog on that team. Every team needs a dog. Milwaukee had Tucker last year. If you look at every team, they have a dog. Marcus Smart is a dog for the Celtics. And although I don't like him, but, you got to face reality and face facts. The Celtics are deep. They're deep. They're well coached. They're very aggressively doing the thing on the defensive end. They got scorers. They got Tatum and Brown. Horford can do his damn thing. and then they got they come off the bench with some young weapons. I mean, so I think Celtics and Warriors is going to be good. I truly believe that the Warriors are going to end up taking it out. And I'm going to tell you something right now, Frankie. I think Steph Curry is going to get the MVP because everybody is saying, how come he has not won an MVP in the playoffs? In the final, he's never won. I think this is his time.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, he's the only one stepping up hard for Golden State right now and throughout this entire playoff series. But I want to switch gears real quick to the NFL.
Okay.
Colin Kaepernick
Yes.
is having a workouts with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yep.
Now, we haven't seen Colin Kaepernick in the NFL since 2016. We all know what happened, you know, being the first player to take the knee during national anthems. Some people stood behind it, some people didn't. You know, you have your thoughts, and we have ours. That's how we always look at it. But Colin Kaepernick is finally back in the NFL workouts. I really do hope he gets the job because I like Colin Kaepernick as a quarterback. He was great with the San Francisco 49ers, and it's really sad that the NFL had did him dirty and kept him away for this long. But I'm glad that a team finally stepped up to give him a chance to try and come back in the NFL. Conman, what is your thoughts on Colin Kaepernick coming back? Ooh, I think we lost Conman. So I'm solo dolo here in ASAP in the morning. I'm running the show. I always keep you guys happy and smiling. So like I was saying, Celtics 2022 champs, book it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they had to go up against the Celtics, like I said earlier, it'll be an interesting matchup between Celtics and Warriors in the NBA championship. It's kind of like equal on both sides. But if the Celtics have learned that they don't even have to D up Klay Thompson as much, then yeah, definitely the Celtics are gonna be your champions. But I'm a Western guy. I'm a Laker fan, so I'm gonna stick with the West, and I think Golden State have a better chance at beating the Celtics. So yeah, Colin Kaepernick back in the NFL, workouts with the Las Vegas Raiders. Sorry, and hopefully, like I said, I hope he gets the job. We haven't seen him play since 2016. Let's not forget this guy has taken the San Francisco 49ers to the Super Bowl. I always say he got him there, but it was really Alex Smith's year when he kind of did like a Carson Wentz when he got them deep into the playoffs and then got hurt. And then, so I really do hope Colin Kaepernick gets the job. He obviously, if he does, he's going to end up being a backup, but it's going to be it'll be an interesting sight to see Colin Kaepernick back on the field, and I do hope he gets some reps in, even if Derek Carr is not hurt or whatever. I really hope he goes in and gets some reps because I would like to see Colin Kaepernick throw some passes to Devontae Adams. I hope Cap gets the job. He deserves it after everything he's been through. My only thing is 5 years way too late. I mean, I see your point, Damian. He's been away for 5 years, but for those 5 years, Damian, he has been putting up videos and proof, evidence that he's been working out every year since that time. He's been working on his arms. He's been throwing. He's been in the weight room. He's been, losing weight. So Colin Kaepernick has been working. He has been training for those 5 years. But I do see your point. Things are different when you're working out by yourself, not getting the defense running towards you or anything like that. So compared to, actually being on the field and seeing those big linemen and the big inside linebackers come at you, it's really different impact. But I do hope, he gets back, and I do hope he gets some reps in because Colin Kaepernick is that dude. If you guys don't think Colin Kaepernick's that dude, that's insane. He's honestly that dude, and he's not in the NFL for a certain reason, and I think it's retarded. But since I'm alone and I got nothing else to talk about, we're going to end our show with a good note. My final thoughts, you guys just enjoy your basketball tonight. Like I said, Golden State Warriors are home against the Dallas Mavericks tonight at 9. If you're hockey fans, enjoy your hockey as well. I got Conman back.
I'm back. I'm sorry about that, man. Hey,
No, you're good.
I gotta keep charging my phone, man, because I'm doing so many damn shows. I need to charge my phone. I'm at like.
No, you're good. You're good. So before I was about to, end the stream, honestly. But before we do that, I want to get your thoughts on Colin Kaepernick being back in the NFL, getting a workout with the Las Vegas Raiders. He hasn't played since 2016.
I think it's a testament to the Raiders because the Raiders, they have a history of taking on situations like this, and with the fact that they had Ruggs who had his crazy incident, and the Raiders have been known to take on some of the bad boys of the NFL. I'm not putting Colin Kaepernick in that category, but I mean he done paid his dues. I think it's a good opportunity. I mean, only getting to be asked for a tryout. He's only going to be a backup. Kyle ain't coming out no time soon. So do you have him as a backup? As long as he's not going to be a major issue with the locker room, I think it's going to be pretty good. I think the fans right now, I think they're more apt to go along with it. Again, he's not going to play that much, but to give him the opportunity, I think it's only beneficial for the league and beneficial for the Raiders. So to answer your question, I'm happy for him. I mean, he ain't played in a long time, but he claims he's in the best shape of his life. And I say, look, the man did things that a lot of people don't agree with. Some do agree with. But, that was 5-6 years ago. They let Michael Vick back. He did with the Dogs, as you know. So I'm happy. I'm happy for him. He's getting his chance. Now, hopefully he makes the best of this opportunity. Again, how much time do you think he's going to get as the backup? But what significance is it going to play with the Raider Nation? That's the key. And hopefully he does this thing, and hopefully they take him back. I mean, he went there for 7 hours. So obviously they asked him a lot of questions. He went through a whole physical workout. They try to put him, as to what they could do to see how he can do their system. And I'm sure they have their reasons, or they have their expectations. And I don't know how it went because it was closed. I don't know. I think that Colin, hey, give the man a chance, man. Everybody needs a second chance. You know what I'm saying? So I wish the best for him. I don't know what's going to happen. At least the Raiders stepped up to the plate and gave the man a chance. And that's all I can say. Again, he's not going to play that much. Kyle ain't coming up the game.
I do hope he gets some playing time, honestly. Like, I hope the Raiders are, like, playing a trash team and get a comfortable, like, 20-point or 28-point lead, and, we end up seeing the backups come in. And that's where, we see Colin Kaepernick come in.
I agree. But, hey, give the man a chance. Give the man a chance.
Yeah, give him some reps.
People learn from their mistakes. Well, a lot of people learn from their mistakes, So life is too short. At the end of the day, give the man a chance. If he's, obviously he's healthy, and that's the big part. A lot of quarterbacks are hurt right now. Matter of fact, that's why they can't get rid of my guy from San Francisco. They can't get rid of him because he went and had an off-season surgery. Didn't tell nobody. But, and then Mayfield, look at his situation. So, and then, of course, you got so many quarterbacks right now want to get paid. I think you'll be able to get him for what? Sharp money. You put him on, see what he can do. That's all. What else? He's not going to play that much. Long is Kyle. The key is Kyle going to be cool with it? Are the team going to be cool with it? If they're good with it, I'm going with it. Give him a shot.
I think they'll be cool with it. There's no doubt about it. I'm pretty sure Josh McDaniels, and as a Patriot fan, diehard Patriot fan, I know Josh McDaniels, not personally, but I know him very well, watching him and learning what he does.
You're a diehard Patriots fan?
Oh yeah, I'm a diehard Patriot fan.
Oh, I got a great story to tell you about that. Oh, I got a great story to tell you about that. Oh, yeah. I do. I don't know. You want to, I know you got short time, but next time we come on, I got to tell you the Patriot story.
Very
Definitely.
personal. Very
Definitely.
personal. For real.
But yeah, if I know Josh McDaniels, he definitely sat down with Derek Carr and said, "Hey, this is what I think we should do. We should try this guy out, see how he does." But it shows me that Josh McDaniels is quick to give Colin Kaepernick a chance. I'm pretty sure he threw that out onto the table to Bill Belichick, and Bill Belichick.
Yeah. And look at how many quarterbacks Josh McDaniels has handled. Look at it.
Exactly.
I think he's the right guy. He's the right guy. If you're gonna bring Kaepernick in, Josh McDaniels is the right guy because he's been through, Brady and Newton and everybody. He's been through all of them. He's experienced as well. I think that's a good move. But we'll see what happens.
But yeah, this is ASAP in the morning, everybody. Enjoy your day. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Hopefully we get a bigger crew for Freaky Friday. That's what I like to call it.
I think we will. I think so also. I'll be on, my brother. Frankie, thank you. You've been hitting me up. Thank you, man.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you, Rob, for coming on, and also Ron. This is ASAP in the morning. See you guys tomorrow morning. Enjoy your basketball tonight. Enjoy your baseball if you guys are baseball fans, and also hockey as well. Playoff is on the way for Stanley Cup, and baseball is hot right now with the Yankees on top. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Enjoy your day.
Shanig, man. With ASAP Sports Network, man. Tune in, stay logged in, and stay mouthed in. You dig? Yuck mouth. Yada da. Boy!
All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.